You really think she's happy, don't you? You think she's moved on, that she's living her best life, that she barely even remembers your name, and that thought, it's eating you alive. But let me tell you something that will change the way you see everything. Happiness, it's an illusion. And the version of her that you see now, that's just a mask, a carefully crafted performance designed to make you believe she's thriving. But here's the truth. Most men never realize if she really didn't care. She wouldn't need to prove anything the moment she starts posting more, laughing louder, showing off her new life. It's not because she's over you. It's because she wants you to see it. And if she wants you to see it, that means a part of her still cares. But you're falling into the trap. You're stalking her, analyzing every detail, convincing yourself she's already replaced you. And that's exactly why you feel weak, because the more you react, the more you confirm her power over you. This is where Stoicism comes in. This is where you take back control. You see, the strongest man is the one who doesn't flinch, the one who doesn't need to check her page, ask mutual friends, or wonder who she's with, because a man in control of his emotions, that's a man she will never forget. So here's the question. Are you ready to break free from this illusion? Are you ready to stop letting her existence dictate your emotions? Then start now. If you're done believing the lie, if you're ready to see the truth, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I see through the illusion. Now let's begin. 1. The truth about her happiness. Number 1. The truth about her happiness. You see the pictures, the fake smiles, the carefully filtered moments designed to make it look like she's glowing without you, and you believe it. You fall for the illusion like a moth to a flame, convincing yourself that she's truly happy, that she never looked back, that you were just another chapter in her story. Nope. That's not how human psychology works. If she was truly happy, she wouldn't need to prove it. She wouldn't be broadcasting every so-called amazing moment, because real happiness, it's quiet. It doesn't need an audience. What you're seeing is a defense mechanism, a desperate attempt to control the narrative, to make sure you think she's happy before you even question it. But deep down, in the moments when no one is watching, when the camera is off, that's when the truth hits her. That's when she feels the weight of what's missing. And guess what? That silence, that emptiness is only amplified when she realizes you're not watching anymore. That's why the strongest move you can make is nothing at all. No reaction, no jealousy, no attempt to prove you are doing better. Because when she notices that her little show isn't affecting you, that's when she starts wondering. That's when doubt creeps in. That's when she realizes that maybe she lost something real. So stop feeding the illusion. Stop letting a highlight reel dictate your emotions, because the moment you stop watching is the moment she starts feeling. If you're done believing her performance, if you're ready to see behind the curtain, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I do not react. I remain. 2. Emotional control. Your greatest weapon. Unshaken. Number 2. To emotional control. Your greatest weapon right now. She thinks she knows you. She thinks she can predict your every move, every emotion, every desperate attempt to show that you still care. She expects you to check her stories, to stalk a new guy, to fall apart the moment you see her living her best life. But what happens when you do none of that? What happens when you disappear into complete unshakable silence? That's when the power shifts. Stoicism teaches one undeniable truth. He who controls his emotions controls the game. The moment you stop reacting, you become untouchable. She can post all she wants, try to make you jealous, try to get a rise out of you. But if she gets nothing, that's when she starts to feel uneasy. That's when she starts to wonder, why isn't he reacting? Because here's the thing about the human mind. We crave validation. We need to feel seen, acknowledged, powerful. And when you deny her, that when you become a wall of indifference, that's when she starts chasing you. Think about it. What's more attractive? A man who's emotionally fragile, who crumbles at every test, or a man who remains composed, unshaken, impenetrable? You already know the answer. She doesn't regret losing you because you're hurting. She regrets losing you when she realizes she can't affect you anymore. That's when the regret sets in. That's when the mind games backfire. So stop giving her free rent in your head. Stop letting your emotions be her playground. You're better than that. You're stronger than that. If you're ready to reclaim your power, if you're done being predictable, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I master my emotions, I control the game. 3. The illusion of replacement. Number 3. The illusion of replacement. You see her with someone new and your stomach drops, your mind spirals. How did she move on so fast? You start comparing yourself to him, wondering what he has that you don't. And just like that, you fall into the biggest trap of them all, believing that you were replaceable. Nope. That's not how this works. Here's what you need to understand. People don't replace. They distract when someone jumps into something new immediately after a breakup. It's not because they found something better. It's because they're avoiding the void. They're trying to numb what they refuse to process. And the faster they move on, the more you should realize what's really happening. Rebounds aren't about love, they're about denial. They're a shield against silence, a way to escape the reality that something is missing. And here's the best part. The moment she stops running, the moment she finally slows down and looks back, that's when the regret crushes her, because true connection doesn't just disappear overnight. It lingers, it echoes, and one day she'll hear it loud and clear. But you're making the mistake of thinking this is a competition you're watching, reacting, feeding the illusion that she's happier. Now stop giving your power away. Because the real truth is, if she had genuinely moved on, you wouldn't even be thinking about it. She'd be a closed chapter in your mind. The fact that you're still here, still questioning, that's your problem to fix. So let her do what she wants. Let her pretend. Let her run. Because while she's busy trying to fill a void, you'll be mastering the one thing she can't fake: peace. If you're done believing in illusions, if you refuse to be part of the game, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am IR4. The power of absence. Replaceable. Number 4. The power of absence. She expects you to linger, to check in, to leave the door cracked open just enough for her to know you're still there. That's what most men do. They disappear for a little while, but eventually, their emotions pull them back. They break no contact, they give in to nostalgia. They hand back the power. But you're not most men. You're about to understand one of the most powerful forces in human psychology. Absence creates value. The less accessible something is, the more people desire it. It's why luxury brands don't beg for attention. It's why the rarest things in life hold the most worth. And guess what? The same rule applies to you the moment she realizes you're truly gone. Not watching, not reacting, not orbiting her life like some lost satellite. That's the moment she starts to feel your absence. And the human mind hates unanswered questions. It craves closure. It seeks validation, the fact that you've vanished. Without a trace that plants a seed of doubt in her mind. What if I was wrong? What if he was actually the best thing I had? But here's the trick. You don't do this for her. You don't go silent as some cheap manipulation tactic hoping she'll come crawling back. Number. You do this for you. Because the moment you prioritize your own growth, your own peace, your own life, that's when you truly become untouchable. That's when her regret, her curiosity, her sense of loss becomes her problem, not yours. So disappear, not as a strategy, not as revenge, but because you finally understood your own worth. If you're ready to be missed, if you're done being available, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My absence is my power. Number 5. Rebuilding without revenge. Rebuilding without revenge. Right now, you might be thinking, I want her to regret losing me. I want her to see me thriving and feel the pain she put me through. That's natural, but that's also the mindset of a man still trapped. Revenge is just another form of attachment. If you're still trying to prove something to her, you're still playing her game, and that means she still owns a part of you. Nope, that's not how a stoic man operates. You don't move forward to make her jealous. You don't build yourself up so she can see what she lost. You do it because you refuse to stay broken, because you understand that the greatest flex in life isn't proving someone wrong. It's not needing to prove anything at all. She expects you to compete, to start posting flexing. trying to show off some fake glow-up just to get a reaction, but the strongest men don't move with the intention of being seen. They move because their growth is real. They step into their power quietly, consistently, without seeking validation. And that is what drives regret deeper than anything else, because one day she'll look back, she'll check in, expecting to see a man still hurting, still reacting. But instead, she'll find a man who's gone mentally, emotionally, spiritually, a man who no longer needs her absence to motivate him because he has something far greater purpose. So let go of revenge. Let go of trying to make her regret do the work not for her. Not her regret do the work not for her. Not for some imaginary moment of payback, but for the man you were always meant to become. If you're ready to grow for yourself, if you're done seeking validation, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I evolve for me, not for six. The art of not caring them. Number 6. The art of not caring. You've been conditioned to think that caring equals strength, that if you love hard enough, if you show enough emotion, if you just prove how much she meant to you, she'll come back. Nope. That's a lie. Caring too much is the quickest way to lose respect. It makes you predictable. It makes you easy to manipulate. And worst of all, it makes you needy. Women don't chase men who need them. They chase men who are needed by no one. Now let's be clear. Not caring doesn't mean becoming cold, old, or bitter. It means becoming detached. It means mastering the art of emotional discipline where nothing outside of you has the power to shake your inner peace. And once you reach that level, that's when people start gravitating towards you, because a man who isn't desperate for attention, a man who isn't fazed by loss, a man who moves because he chooses to not, because he's forced to, that is the rarest kind of man. And what's rare becomes valuable. She will test you. She will try to provoke a reaction, just to see if she still has a hold on you. She might even try to come back. Not because she wants you, but because she wants to know she still could have you. But when she realizes you've truly stopped caring, that's when the regret becomes real. Because a woman doesn't feel loss when a man cries over her. She feels loss when he stops thinking about her. So let go, detach, not to hurt her, not to prove anything, but because a man who controls his emotions controls everything. If you're done giving away your power, if you refuse to be controlled by attachment, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I release all that does not serve me. 7. Turning pain into power. Number 7. Turning pain into power right now. You feel it, the weight in your chest, the sleepless nights, the endless thoughts that keep circling back to her. You tell yourself you're fine, but deep down, there's a part of you still hurting, still wondering, still stuck. But here's what most men never understand. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your fuel. Stoicism teaches that suffering is only real when you resist it. The moment you stop fighting it, stop running from it, and instead face it head on. That's when everything changes, because pain has one purpose: to make you stronger. Think about the greatest men in history. The warriors, the leaders, the legends, every single one of them was forged in pain, not comfort, not ease, struggle. And what separates them from the weak? They didn't let that pain break them. They transformed it. You can sit in this heartbreak and let it consume you, or you can take that same energy and redirect it into something greater. Build the body you've always wanted. Master your mind, create something so powerful, so unshakable that, but one day you'll look back and thank her for walking away, because that's the secret. This pain isn't here to destroy you. It's here to wake you up, to force you into the kind of growth you never would have reached otherwise. And when you emerge from it, when you rise above it, you won't just be over her. You'll be above her. So stop wishing it never happened. Accept it, use it, because the strongest men aren't the ones who avoid pain. They're the ones who own it. If you're ready to turn your pain into power, if you refuse to let this break, you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I turn pain into 8. She will feel your absence. Strength number 8. She will feel your absence right now. She doesn't feel your loss, not yet. because she expects you to linger, to stay attached to, still think about her even if you're silent. But what happens when she realizes your TR truly gone, when she senses deep in her gut that you've moved on without looking back? That's when the regret starts. Understand this. Women don't feel the loss of a man immediately. It takes time at first. She's distracted, entertained by her new reality, confident in her decision. But slowly, the silence starts to creep in. The texts she used to ignore, they stop coming. The man she thought would always care, he's nowhere to be found, and that's when it hits her. She didn't just lose a boyfriend. She lost a presence, because men like you, they don't come around often. A man who loved deeply, who gave genuinely, but who also had the strength to walk away. That's a rare breed. And the more time passes, the more she'll realize it wasn't just about you being in her life. It was about the way you were in her life, the way you made her feel, the way you stood firm, held your ground, and carried a presence that no one else can replace. And that's the moment she'll check in. Maybe it's a text. Maybe it's a random like on an old picture. Maybe it's a mutual friend, casually mentioning that she was asking about you, and what do? Nothing. Because you don't chase ghosts, you don't look back. And the second she realizes she can't get a reaction out of you, that's when she truly feels the loss. But by then it's too late. Because the man she walked away from no longer exists. You've evolved, you've grown, and the best part, you no longer want her back. If you're done being someone's option, if you refuse to be an afterthought, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am 9. The final lesson. Becoming untouchable. Unforgettable. Number 9. The final lesson, becoming untouchable. This is it, the moment where everything shifts, where you stop asking, does she miss me, and start realizing it doesn't matter. Because the man you've become, he doesn't wait for validation. He doesn't seek closure. He doesn't need anyone's regret to confirm his worth. This is what true Stoicism looks like. Complete emotional freedom, no more overthinking, no more checking in, no more secretly hoping she wakes up one day and realizes she lost something valuable, because at this point, you already know she did. But here's the key difference: you no longer care. You're not waiting for her to feel your loss. You're not sitting around hoping she comes crawling back. Why? Because you've outgrown her. You've reached a level where her absence doesn't feel like a wound. It feels like peace, and that's the moment. You know you've won. The strongest men aren't the ones who get their exes back. They're the ones who become so focused, so disciplined, so elevated, that they wouldn't take her back even if she begged, because they understand something most men never do. When you master yourself, you master the game. So walk away. Not as a strategy, not as a way to make her regret. Walk away because you finally realized your own worth, because you're no longer available to people who don't see your value, because the man you've become, he doesn't need her. He doesn't need closure. He doesn't need anything outside of himself. And that is what makes you untouchable. If you're ready to leave the past behind, if you're done chasing what no longer serves you, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am outro free. So here we are. You've seen the truth. You've felt the shift, and now you have a choice: stay the same or step into the version of yourself that no longer needs to ask what if. Because at the end of the day, this was never about her. It was never about making her regret, about proving something, about waiting for the day she realizes what she lost. This was about you, about breaking free from the chains of attachment, about mastering your emotions, so no one, not her, not anyone, can ever control you again. That's what Stoicism is. That's what power looks like. It's not loud, it's not desperate. It's a quiet, unshakable presence that moves through life with certainty. And the moment you embody that, you don't chase, you don't wait, you don't wonder, you live. So if you're ready to let go of the past and step fully into your power, do it now. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a final comment below. I control my destiny. I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong, stay untouchable, stay stoic.